I have the courage. It's having a courage. That's what the champion mindset has. When I wrote the article a year ago, it's having the courage to share, to help others so that they can move forward in their journey.
What have you learned since that? You said that you felt this multiple times, but it sounds like you're describing this continued hope that going forward, it's like you discovered something within you that you didn't know existed. And now how you're moving
Yeah.
forward with your life since then. Could you talk to me what's changed?
Yeah, I think honestly, I knew at a very young age how to get to that place, of gratitude. I mean, I remember in sixth grade, my sixth grade teacher, I won an award in sixth grade for being the kindest child at the school, or something like that. I don't remember the exact award, but it was something like that because I grew up in an abusive household growing up. I mean, at a young age, that experience isn't what I wrote about, but I think that I always knew that acting in a kindness way to others would not only make me feel better, but make others feel better. So I think it wasn't something like I learned later in life. I think later in life, like in the last, it's been 10 years, it was 10 years ago that this happened to me, that this experience happened in the last decade. Because I remember the exact moment I was conscious of my unconscious. And I mean, at that moment, I haven't changed who I am. I mean, I just now I'm open to sharing about it. And in my book, I talk about, or in my chapter, I am writing a book too, but in my chapter, what I write about is I was shameful for sharing. I kept this a secret for 10 years. I haven't talked about it. I've never shared. And I think people, or at least for me personally, when you read the book about perspectives on invisible illnesses, I think the reason why people don't share, based on what I've so far read, is out of fear, out of judgment, and people live in silence and not being authentic of who they are. I mean, I'm a CEO at a company. I have a whole team. I mean, there's a lot to lose by sharing, you think, right? Because I think there's some stigma about sharing things like this that, could somehow impact you in a negative way. But when you're not afraid of that anymore, then it releases you from that fear, because I'm not afraid to share anymore about it, because I think by sharing and by everybody sharing like this podcast, it opens the other door for others to survive, to know that they're okay, to know that there's others who have gone through similar things, who kept it a secret or who hid from it because they were fearful of of coming forward and talking about it. So to answer your question, I don't think I've ever changed from that sixth grade student that was in the classroom that I remember being recognized for it. It's just now I'm more comfortable sharing. I have the courage. It's having a courage. That's what the champion mindset has. When I wrote the article a year ago, it's having the courage to share, to help others so that they can move forward in their journey.